Hello, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome. We all go through phases, right? Times when we feel like we know exactly what we're doing, staying the course and doing the whole thriving and not just surviving thing. For some of you, this may be your default as a fully functional adult. Or if you are a little more aggressive like I am, you get into the zone and you grr and you hustle and you make that bread and then you burn out. Regardless if you are on an upswing or a slow downward spiral, I've got something for you today that may help you out just a smidge. So grab a pen and paper and set a timer for 10 minutes and jot down what your ideal day would look like. Start from the first hour of you getting up to the last moments leading to you going to bed. What's that gonna look like? Go into whichever detail that captures you the most. Things like how no matter what, you want to be able to enjoy your morning coffee, or go to bed feeling satisfied knowing that you've done everything you could that day. What does your home look like? Do you hear the city waking up with you? Or maybe even the pitter-patter of little feet. And by little feet, I mean pets, of course. It might be worthwhile to also include how work would look like for you. Would you be happier smashing out 3 or 4 hours of intense work? Or would you prefer working longer hours but at a slower pace? Do you see yourself surrounded by a team? Or do you see yourself working super independently? Would your work be more hands-on or hands-off? Those sort of things. Once your timer goes off, it's time to take a step back and re-evaluate everything you know. It can get really easy to feel overwhelmed when we ask the big questions like, what is my purpose? Am I truly happy? Or my personal favorite, what is your niche? A pivoting point in many of our lives is finding your why, a concept popularized by Simon Sinek that has spread like wildfire across the plains of modern self-development, infiltrating the minds of young and old. And while this is an incredibly helpful perspective to guide us, how we actually approach finding our why is a whole other can of worms. By zooming into how we want a single day in this future of our dreams to look like, we can reverse engineer our timeline based on the things that we know truly give us fulfillment and we want to keep experiencing. If you see yourself as part of a team contributing to a larger project, you can start taking apart what kind of role you enjoy playing in these scenarios and what kind of skills you might need to get yourself there. Likewise, if you see yourself working super independently, it might be worth digging deeper into what kind of value that gives you specifically and figuring out what kind of relationship to your work that would entail. And bear in mind that this is just an exercise, a journaling prompt, if you will. Of course, there will be variations and exceptions to whatever you described when it plays out in reality. I say when and not if because we're trying to be optimistic, right? We are not predicting the future. That's a whole other video. But working backwards on these small jigsaw puzzles can help us align where we are to where we want to be in the grand scheme of things. That way, making it all a little more worth it. That was one of my favorite ways to rein it all in. Give it a go if you feel like you're due for a little reflecting, a little check-in with yourself. Thank you so much for choosing to share your time with me. As always, I will see you guys in the next one.